Hello stock stalkers, welcome back. It's 11:30 in the morning, market is still open. DR is performing fantastic thanks to the positive news. It opened with a huge gap up today, that is 0.535. Previous closing was at 0.50. As of now, it's trading at 0.536, up by 7.2% for the day. Earlier during the trading hours, it was up by almost 10%. UPP is also following DR. Usually they both follow each other. As of now, it's up by 3.12%. As we know, this is a red flag stock. It means it's very risky. IMAR, surprisingly, it opened with a gap down. I was expecting a gap up opening and then we could see a rally. But so far, market is still open. Let's see how it performs. As of now, it's trading at 6.13. DIB is also in red. But overall, market is in green today. As we can see, it's up by 3.14 points. In other words, it's up by 0.09%. DIB is also a bit slow. It opened with a gap down. Guys, we can get first indication at the opening itself. If a stock is opening with a gap down, it indicates weakness. On the other side, if it opens with a gap up, it means buyers are aggressive. So clearly we saw DIB today open with a gap down. As of now, it's trading at 6.08. Yes, it crossed the previous day's closing and it touched 6.10, but still it's not able to sustain. Let's see the closing. Market is still open. Then we have Gulf Navigation, Diva. I'm really surprised with Diva. It opened with a gap down. Today is the last dividend date. As of now, it's almost trading at its listing price of 2.47. Surprisingly, this stock is massive, but it's not performing well. Emirates NBD, as I keep mentioning in my analysis, 13.25 is a resistance. Market is trying to cross again and again, but unfortunately, it's not able to break the resistance. Then we have DFM. This stock is also not performing well. It's just taking the dips, but still in a downtrend. Salik is new candidate in the market. Even this stock is not able to perform well. I have been uploading my technical analysis on Salik, but it's not performing as per the trade plan, so we don't enter the trade. Air Arabia is also flat. GFH have been dropping down. It's in a strong downtrend, so we don't touch this stock as well. Let's check out how ADX is doing, but before that, let's have a quick break. ADX index is about 10,000 points, which is positive, and market is in green so far. Today's gainers, let's check out. These are not the normal ones. Usually we see the heavy traded ones. Losers, yes, almost the same ones. We see them regularly in red. Let's check out the market. IHC, obviously one of the best performing stock these days. It broke the resistance of 360 and now it's flying high. In fact, it's just taking a pause right at the top. This is a good indication that more upside momentum is coming. Abu Dhabi Aviation is also in green today, up by 14.76, almost limit up. Then we have Multiply, one of my favorite stock in ADX, as of now trading at 3.60. I will take you to the charts. We will see it's at an important support zone. Once we see a green candle, this stock can move higher. Then we have ADC Commercial, it's in red today. I'm a bit disappointed with Aldar Properties. It's been in a down spiral for so many days, in fact weeks for now, and we are not seeing any bullish momentum. Fertiglobe, after the dividends, it's also struggling. Adnoc Distribution, Adnoc Ports, Adnoc Drilling, all these stocks are under pressure. Ishraq, since long time, we are not seeing any positive movement in a down spiral. Alpha Dhabi, one of the heavy weighted stock, is also red. Etisalat is in green today, 1.19%. Taka is still bullish. I had mentioned in my previous analysis, if you are following me, it's at a good level. This stock can still fly higher. National Marine is also performing well today. We are seeing it's up by 2.3%. As of now, trading at 25.78. Burjeel is just holding at the current levels. I had posted my previous analysis on Burjeel. If we see a proper setup, we enter the trade, else we just stay out and wait for bullish candle. So far, we are not seeing anything interesting in Burjeel, so we are just out, wait and watch game. Yes, for sure, if I see any bullish setup, definitely I will share it with you guys. As of now, it's flat, neither red or green. Then we have Q Holding. This was one of the performer in ADX, but as of now, we can see it's just going down. In fact, it crossed 4.00. As of now, we can see it's 3.81. It's been losing its value. Then if we talk about Dana, this was above 1.00 few days back. and now it's trading at 1.25. It's down by 0.43%. Adnoc Drilling is under pressure. A very good stock with strong fundamentals. This stock is also suffering. M Steel, I'm very disappointed. This stock is also trying to make a breakout. I have been repeatedly mentioning in my analysis 1.35 is resistance. Once we see a cross or a close above 1.35, this stock has a potential to run higher. As of now, it's stuck within this range, and in fact, it's looking weaker. I will show you the charts. Then we have Invictus. It was trading above 4.00 few weeks ago. As of now, it's at 3.56, losing its value. So guys, I think let's go to the chart and see what the market is doing. First thing first, let's check out the index. This is the daily chart of DFM index. Market broke the resistance of 3,400. This was quite positive. It also took a pause just before breaking the resistance, and it's still positive. In fact, it's not able to sustain 3,400. Today's candle is still running. Let's see how it closes today. Support is at 3,375. In case if this support does not hold, we can even come down till 3,360, and then if I have to extend my support zone right here, we can see it coming back to retest this area as well, and I hope this does not happen. So let's check out some stocks in DFM. First thing, Emirates NBD. As I keep mentioning, this is the resistance, that is 13.25, and the support is at 12.85. It's been trading within this range for so many weeks. As of now, we can see it opened with a gap up. It's trying to hold at current levels. Let's see how the candle closes today. Then if we talk about DIB, very bullish stock. I had recommended at this level once it broke the resistance of 6.00. As of now, it's trading at 6.08. This should be your target, which is already hit, that is 6.10. It hit yesterday and today as well. This should be your first take profit zone. In case if you are still holding, your next target should be 6.15. Then let's talk about IMAR. IMAR is still looking bullish to me. These two candles represent buying pressure. I was expecting a gap up opening today so that bulls can take the control, but it opened with a gap down indicating weakness. I would love to see a close above 6.20. If you are following my analysis regularly, I had mentioned this is a good place to enter. Your first target should be 6.00, and then market have made a gap here. It will come to fill up this gap, and exactly market have done the same. This should be your second take profit zone. Both the targets are hit. Let's check out some other stock. Salik. I have been mentioning about Salik as well in my analysis. This is the support zone for Salik, that is between 2.25 to 2.23. It's not able to close below this support zone. Yes, a strong support is around 2.20. I had mentioned in my previous analysis, once it crosses this area, that is 2.27, if we see a candle above this zone, this stock is good for a buy. But we did not see the setup that we want, so no trade in Salik. Wait and watch game. Let's take one more stock before we go to ADX. Let's talk about DR. Yes, today it opened with a huge gap up, clearly indicating buyers are very aggressive. This was because of the positive news they released. And if you are following my analysis regularly, this is the place that I had mentioned. This is good place for early bird entry. 0.490 should be your next target. 0.500 is second target. Both the targets are achieved, and with today's positive news, it's going higher. Hopefully, it should sustain the gains so that we can see more upside momentum. Let's check out ADX now. First, we will see the index, how the index is doing. ADX is doing very good. We saw this huge candle thanks to IHC. After the positive news, it started flying higher. Then yesterday, it made a pause candle. This is what I say every time when we see a huge momentum in the market or any stock. Market makes a pause so that it gets ready for a bigger move to the upside. Next resistance is 10,135. I think it should be taken out easily. Overall, ADX index is looking very bullish and stronger than DFM. Let's check out stocks in ADX. First stock is obviously IHC. Similar kind of reaction. We saw this huge momentum to the upside. Market took a pause with this red candle, and now it's trying to go higher. So I think slowly and steadily we can also see 400 very soon. But please book your profits in between, as markets are very volatile. It can come down to retest. in case if there is any negative news in the market. Before we proceed to another stock, let's take a quick break. Then we have Aldar. As I have been mentioning, Aldar is quite slow, but yes, we are seeing a breakout of this trend line. Let me draw it again right here. We can see previously this zone was resistance, again this zone was resisting, and finally it broke to the upside. So obviously this is a first indication that trend is about to change, but we want to see a close above 4.45 to confirm buyers are activated, and now it's ready to go higher from here. Then we have Multiply, one of my favorite stock. It's still bullish. We can see it's going higher. I want to see one green candle here to confirm buyers are activated again. A similar kind of setup. We saw a retracement, and then on the first green candle I had mentioned this is looking positive and ready to go up. So we can see a similar kind of setup. Once we see first green candle, this will be a first indication that buyers are ready, that buyers are activated, and it can even go higher from here. I think this stock will soon touch 4.00. Then we have Q holding. Nothing interesting, as I just mentioned, it's still going downwards, but it's in a chart pattern. This can come down till 3.70 as well. For now, it's just going sideways for so many days. If it breaks to the upside, this will be an early indication for buy. Then M Steel, nothing interesting. As I mentioned, 1.35 is resistance. We can see it's trying to cross this hurdle, but it's not able to break this area. Then we have Burjeel. We are seeing a strong downward momentum once it hit the high of 2.68. All red candles, there is no buying happening here. So do not try to enter or try to catch a falling knife. Once we see any bullish setup, definitely we will enter the trade. Fertiglobe is also not looking interesting after this huge gap. This was due to the dividends payout. We should only plan our trades once it crosses the resistance of 5.40. For now, it's in a no trading zone. Invictus, as I mentioned, it's also in a downtrend. Continuous selling pressure. We are not seeing any buying momentum. Yes, first positive candle, but this also looks very dicey, as now we can see a gap down opening. If buyers were aggressive, they should have entered right at the top, right here at 3.61. But today's opening is with a gap down, indicating weakness from the buyer side. Today's opening was at 3.59. Admob ports, similar kind of reaction. It broke this support line right here, or the trend line, and now it's going lower. Admob distribution is also in similar kind of pattern. We are seeing it tried to go up, got rejected at the top, and now it's in a continuous selling pressure. It's been going sideways for 3 to 4 days. If we see a breakout, this can be our first indication to enter the trade. Also, it's trying to make bullish engulfing candle right in this zone. Then we have Adnoc drilling. It's also under pressure. We can see this is the resistance right here. Market is trying to cross. It's getting rejected again and again. It means this zone is resistance. Once we see a close above this trend line, we can say trend have now reversed, and then this should be good for a buy. For now, wait and watch game. Ishraq, without any doubts, in a strong downtrend, so we are not buying this one. We will wait for a bullish price action. Taka, as I just mentioned, a nice bullish candle. This was the place where I had mentioned you can enter the trade. Let me remove this one. And now today it opened with a gap down. If we see a closing above 2.56, then this will become another bullish engulfing candle, another indication that buyers are activated here, and now it's ready to go higher. Overall, Taka is very positive. I hope guys this video was informative. I just quickly ran over the stocks to give you live updates. Do not forget to hit like button. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.